Uh, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, I'm Mr. Karani or Engineer Karani, and I'll be taking you through geotechnical engineering. And in simple geotechnical engineering, which deals mostly with about Earth and the structures within the Earth. So, in our table of content, we are going to look at first the definition of geotechnical engineering, the index and classification properties of soils, geology, landforms, and evolution of geomaterials. Those are the majorly that we are going to focus with right now. Then the others in our next lesson we shall look at them. So let's begin by introduction. Yes, Grace, can you move with your microphone? Geotechnical engineering, we say it is a study of the behavior of soils and the influence of loading forces and soil-water interactions. This knowledge is applied to the designs of foundations, retaining wall, earth dams, clay liners, and geodetics for waste containment. For a geotechnical engineer, they are involved in the field and laboratory investigation so as to determine the engineering properties of the site soils and other geomaterials and their subsequent use in the analytical study of the problem at hand. So for the engineer, they are supposed to first investigate the soil properties so that they can know the kind of structure to put at certain locations. Are we together?
Yes. Yes.
Good, good. I can see you all attentive. So let's go direct into soil properties, and we first start by defining what soil is. And we say it is a relatively loose mass of mineral and organic materials and sediments found above the bedrock, which can be relatively easily broken down into constituents, mineral or organic particles. So, soil consists of layers of mineral constituents of variable thickness, and they differ from parent materials in their morphological, physical, chemical, and mineralogical characteristics. So, the common index properties are the grain size distribution, where the percentage of the soil particles of different sizes are determined by sieve analysis. This is where you do the soil tests. We have the Atterberg limits, where the water content at which soil changes from one state to another, which you can say it is a plastic limit test. We have the relative density, where we measure the cohesionless soil relative to its density and weakest states. And finally, we have the consistency, a measure of the stiffness of a cohesive soil. So, Faith, because I know everyone you have done soils, can you just tell us the three groups that soils are classified into?
Fine grain soil,
Good. Another?
coarse grain,
Yeah, very good. And finally, which other?
organic.
Yes, I can see you have knowledge about the soil, so there is no much to deep into. And we are going now to look directly into the soil properties, and we say they are mainly categorized into two. Grace, how do we categorize soils?
So we have chemical
Yes,
and physical.
yeah, that's very good. We have the physical properties and the chemical properties. Kazungu, can you tell us what do we mean by the physical properties? I can't hear you, Kazungu. Can you unmute your microphone? Yes. Yeah, that's correct. We look at the texture, the physical properties, something that we can see or touch. And for them to include the texture, as you have said, we have the structure, which is the alignment of the soil particles. We have the porosity, which is the percentage volume that is occupied by air and water, density, constituents, and also color. Grace, can you tell me about chemical properties? What do we mean by chemical properties of soil?
When we talk about the chemical properties, we
Yes.
have pH,
Yeah.
we have salinity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have the pH, which is the acidity and calcinity of the soil. We have the salinity, which is the amount of soluble salts in the soil, which you can see they are in conjunction with the pH. We have the organic matter, the nutrient content, and finally the cation exchange capacity. So, Faith, can you at least tell me at least two importance of the soil properties? Yes, Faith.
We have plant growth.
Yes, soil property is important in plant growth, where the soil properties affect the availability of water, nutrients to the plants, and it offer healthy plants. So we have the water quality and the climatic change. You can see from the pictures, you can see the different aggregates. You can take your time and look about them. So next we are going to the definitions of our second unit, where we shall only just state. Then later on we shall come and explain more, go deeper into the unit. So geology, we say it is the study of the earth's solid features, the rocks, minerals, and the processes that shape them. It encompasses a wide range of topics, which include the structure and the composition of the Earth's interior, which is the way I just said from the what the meaning of geotechnical is. We have the landforms, and the landforms we show here the physical features of the Earth's surface, such as the mountains, valleys, rivers, lakes, etc. We have the geomaterials, which are the solid materials that make up the Earth's surface, such as rocks, soils, and sediments. Uh, the materials are formed from different processes, which include the erosion and weathering, which you can see from here. This is the erosion, where the land has been eroded. Yeah, and I can see from different of your rural homes and area, you have heard about the erosions and landslides, which is part of the erosion. We have the lidification, where we say it is the process by which loose sediments are compacted and cemented together to form sedimentary rocks. And you can see the clastic sedimentary rocks, the chemical sedimentary rocks, and biogenetics sedimentary rocks. Finally, we have the metamorphism, where it is the process by which existing rocks are transformed under high pressure and temperature to form new rocks. Uh, I believe we have come to the end of our lesson, and before we end, I want to see if you understood the concepts. Faith, no, Grace. Can you tell me how we categorize soil into how many groups? Yes, Grace.
Okay, we categorize them according to organic, fine, and coarse
Yeah,
grain
that's very
soils.
good. That's very good. I can see you all been attentive. So I shall send an assignment to your class lab, and you shall do it at the course of the week. And I believe them I shall have by the end of our next lesson. So have a good day and enjoy your weekend.
Same, same.